What up, y'all? So, this is your monthly reminder that anyone can reach legend. It's always interesting when I talk to casual Hearthstone players because they're always like, oh my god, you made legend. Like, yeah, dude, you could do it too. It's honestly not super hard. And I don't say that to be braggadocious, I just say that because it just takes a little bit of consistency, takes a little bit of devotion. Like, you just got to digest a little information. All right, so I'm gonna get into the legend run pretty soon. Let's get some of these packs. Oh, so many quests. Let's get some of these. Oh, you know what? Let's open all 5 packs at once. No legendaries, it looks like. Maybe no. Okay, not bad for 5 packs. Seems good. All right. So normally I do all my decision making on Twitch, and then I show you guys on YouTube just the final part where I actually do the legend run. But I'm thinking I'll do the whole thing here. So basically, I've been playing lately some Dragon Warrior with Elise, but using Wisp instead of like Fire Rock, so that I hit all the costs for Elise. And I've been liking it so far. I think I'm going to give this a little run in the beginning. I always like to start with an aggro deck, or at least something that is aggressive, because then that gives me a good chance to use up those star bonuses, get a win streak, and just push through as fast as I can to get to like gold, platinum, or even diamond. So I think this is probably what I'm going to go with. I also like Aura Paladin is pretty solid. It's a very good deck in the format, but I'm not sure it's what I want to start with right now. This version has done me a lot of good, but I'll probably end up playing both of those throughout this legend run. I don't think Pain Demon Hunter, like aggro Demon Hunter, is good enough to play anymore. Lately I've been experimenting with a lot of different decks. Just been trying to find something interesting because the metagame's so awkward right now. Like this is something I was toying with a little bit and I did decently. It's a Curator Paladin deck, and essentially it's just using like Acceleration Aura, Ursol with Shaladrasil and Renewing Flames, and then just a bunch of good Paladin cards. It's pretty good, but it might only be better in the higher ranks. I find that the higher rank, or the higher you go in the rank, the more you need a deck that can handle a variety of different things. So like in the beginning, Dragon Warrior, Aggro Paladin, something like that is usually fine, because you want to be able to run people over whenever possible. If they stumble, you plow right through. So we'll see how I do with Dragon Warrior at first here. Let's actually do this.
Versus Morgul.
Alright, Shaman first is interesting because when I've played Shaman recently, a lot of it has not been somebody that's playing like the mid-range Shaman deck, which in my opinion was one of the best decks in the entire format recently. It's tough to throw away Elise. I think I can probably throw away Wisp. That's probably fine. See, I'm tempted to just do this, or I could even do this and get, like if I get a 1-drop or even 2 1-drops, because I have the coin here also. So if I go double 1-drop with the coin and Wisp, that's a really crazy start. But it really depends on what they're playing. I think I'm just going to keep Elise, because Elise is a 4-drop, is really solid on curve. Might not be the best choice here, it's hard to say. Okay, pretty suboptimal hand, but there is stuff we can do with this. What do we draw? Perfect, actual perfect. All right, we just went from a suboptimal hand to a very good hand. Alright, very likely that this is in fact mid-range shaman. I don't normally like throwing out Petal Peddler without getting a use of its ability immediately, but I think this is okay. Because not doing anything here is bad. Playing Stone Carver is bad as well. Good God. A 5/4 Turbulus is something. I guess let's see what we get off of this. Weaponsmith is not bad, especially Divine Shield Wind Fury. And I think I'm going to coin that out here. That pumps my entire hand. And plus it'll get pumped, so hopefully I can get some damage in with this guy. Okay. So annoying, but not the worst. Yeah, I want to say Elise is the call here. Yeah, I'm probably just going to go hit both those guys and then use this to get rid of the Turbulus. Let's see what we get off of Elise first, though.
What now?
Yeah, I don't know that I can't justify any other plays. Elise is Elise.
Well.
Yeah, Raptors are pretty strong. So this is where it gets tricky. I think Raptors with the bonus is pretty good here, because Shaman is going to just continue playing very efficient minions. I could go for the 5/5 copy, but there's not anything I really want to copy that much. I think this is going to do some good here. And plus, if I get the activation off while I have this guy, that's even better, because that's a lot more damage with the Wind Fury. Okay. Well, didn't even matter. 1-0. Alright, so up to 7 bronze. Okay, and a quest. And I totally forgot to turn on my Hearthstone tracker. So let's make sure that thing turns on. Oh, okay. Win 2 more standard games. That looks like a Cataclysm pack. That's awesome. Quests galore. Oh, alright. Let's do this. Okay. Hearthstone tracker is active. Good stuff. Let's just make sure. Alright, here we go. Starting off nice. It's very interesting for a shaman to scoop in that position. I think normally they would do fine there. They also don't even know what I got off of the Elise with the Terra run.
Garrosh versus Kaylin!
My dance dazzles, delights, and destroys.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
Definitely almost never keeping Dreadwing. Like, it's probably 100% mulligan. Portal Vanguard, not the best. I think I want to have the most chance to get a Stone Carver with the Sanguine Depths here. Just objectively, the best start to Dragon Warrior is, yeah, Sanguine Depths into Stone Carver. You got a 5/5 at the end of turn 2, and then it keeps getting bigger.
Legion dies, or I die with it.
Second best start to Dragon Warrior is the obvious Gift Wrapped Whelp into Petal Peddler, because then they pump each other. Well, ideally the Gift Wrapped Whelp pumps the Peddler, but sometimes it doesn't, I guess. Let's Let's see what we can do here. I'm hoping I can put enough pressure on them before they potentially start doing like Blob of Tar, Ravenous Fell Hunter type of nonsense, because that's really difficult to deal with for a Dragon Warrior player. Aye. Alright, at least it's only temporary. Ooh, Wealth of the Infinite's not bad, but I definitely want more gas. Broodkeeper's decent, actually. I don't hate that. Trying to think of what would be actually better, though. Like, Prescient Slitherdrake would be the best possible, because that would be a 4-drop, which leads me into Wind Peak on 5, and it would get +2/+2. That's kind of tough, because Broodkeeper is decent here. The problem is I can't play it next turn, because I need to play a dragon next turn so I can Wind Peak on 5. So I think I am going to rewind it, but I think in most situations I would keep the Broodkeeper here.
Step forth into the time ways.
Okay, yeah, bigger whelp is cool. That's not bad at all. Totally cool. I think I got my Stone Carver back now. Sweet. Oh, and there's Elise. I want to play Elise, but I think I have to keep the pressure with Wind Peak on 5. That's tough. That sucks. Could be worse, I guess. Yeah, talk about good problems to have. Well, they're getting a lot of portals this game. I don't like this. Yeah. What do you do against a Stone Carver that quickly? Alright, 2-0. I love watching the stars go. It's my favorite. Alright, Bronze 4. One more win and I got a win streak. Win streak with the star bonus is just the actual nuts. It's the best possible. Very interesting that the people have just scooped right away. Oh, by the way, best legend run tip I can give anybody is if you have a hard time making legend right at the beginning of the month, then give it a couple of days at least, or like a week, and then all the people who are like crushing and really like when legend really matters, they're like, I gotta get legend as fast as possible, bro. Like all those people get up to legend or at least a higher rank. So if you start out like a couple days or a week into the new season every month, then you'll have a much easier time. Also, time of day will affect how difficult your opponents are. I found that playing like, I mean, if you have the ability, obviously, I don't have a normal job, but if you have like a normal job and you can't play at like 9 in the morning, then obviously that's tough. But being able to play at like 9 in the morning or like, you know, in those weird spots where a lot of people are at work or, you know, the people that are usually going to be a lot smarter because they have skills to offer to the world and not just a casual player sitting at home. Those players are out of the mix, so then you're going to have a little bit of an edge. This seems really good here. I can't justify any of the others. That's a great pick. So both of them, the copy will shuffle in the illusions also. I like it. Yeah, one of the downsides to running this deck list is I'm not playing Greenwing. I really like Greenwing, but it's just not the right call a lot of times. So Broodkeeper's not bad. Neither is Sanguine Depths. So this is very likely Aura Paladin, but they could be Aggro Paladin. They both play this as a 1-drop. Since they have the coin, I'm inclined to say that they're probably Aura Paladin, because Aggro Paladin probably would have dropped like 2 1-drops. I think having Broodkeeper is probably better than Sanguine Depths here. Well, I don't have a 3-drop, so yeah, let's do this.
Dive and destroy.
And it's not the greatest, but because I can follow up with Broodkeeper for some more aggression leading into the 4 and 5 drop, I think I'm okay. Oh, they're playing Libram. Okay. I've been seeing this Libram deck here and there, but I haven't had anyone beat me with it yet, so very interesting. So Battlecry and Spellburst. Interesting. So let's get rid of that before they get the Spellburst ability. Could have played the other Sanguine Depths, but I'm chilling. I think it's good to represent that I have more cards in my hand than it is to just have another thing that pings something. Pinging one of their guys for 1 and, I don't know, could be useful, but very random. Okay, well, this is a great play here. Also, something worth noting, I am not playing Stadium Announcer. I like the card overall, but I think sometimes it gives your opponent too much value. And sometimes when you're in a tight spot, it doesn't do enough. So draw another minion, set its attack, health, and cost to 5. That could be good, that could be bad, I don't know. I'm thinking I'll just ignore this and just start bashing face.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go here. Let's actually give this guy a little bump. I could also Sanguine Depths here. I'm thinking of Sanguine Depths maybe pumping this guy because then I'm going to have a little bit more attack. Like this is 12 here, even though it's not showing up. Come on, Hearthstone tracker. Yeah, I like Tormented Dreadwing here, but I think... Nah, let's keep the board presence high. I think it's fine to hold back the weapon. I can be a little bit stingy with my weapon sometimes. It does open you up to like having your weapon destroyed or replaced with like another Stadium Announcer or something like that. But I do like to have the option to hit something problematic if it comes up. So sometimes having a little weapon is useful. Okay. Wow, they play Holy Glow Sticks? I really like Holy Glow Sticks as a card. I think it's really cool. Like I love the R&D of just costing 1 for 4 damage plus the lifesteal. But not really a tier 1 card. So I am tempted to trade here because I draw 2 minions. And that'll be... Yeah, there's lots of good stuff, but also some mediocre draws. Let's see, I have 9 to their face here, plus 12 with the strike. Actually... Okay, let's do this first, but I'm going to Sanguine Depths and pump my my other Green Wing. Let's see what we get off of this, just in case it's better. Wind Peak is great. That gives me more reach. I like that a lot. And then we'll do this so we're not susceptible to Nomelia. And then we will pump this and get rid of this guy. Now, the longer I wait for this weapon, the more susceptible I am also to like taunt minions being in the way. But I'm thinking I'm okay here still. It is getting to the point where I probably want to use it. Wow. Yeah, my intuition was like, you should attack. What if they play a taunt minion? And then what did they play? And that's what they got. Oh, if that other Neon Innovation. Okay. Not the worst. Let's see, Nomelia would deal 4, 6 with this, 7, 8 with the with the death rattle. Yeah, I think I'm okay with 6, 7, 9. Okay, so yeah, I gotta use the precursory strike. Oh no, that's right. Not enough mana. Oops, I miscounted. What are you gonna do? But Windpeak Worm, I can hard cast next turn for 8. As long as they don't have a taunt minion, I think I've got this, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Plushie is something. Yeah, that was an awkward turn. I thought about just dropping Whelp and kind of chilling, but I feel like because I've got so much forward momentum that I should really keep that up, kind of keep them on their heels. Ooh, Tank Engineer's good. That's a very good card. Seven, 10, that's 7 plus 5 is 13. I think we got him. Or 7 plus 5 is 12, not 13. Glory. But there we go, 3-0, got the win streak. Show me them stars. That probably takes me to silver? Yeah. Alright, silver 8, looking good. Yeah, so far playing this deck list, I've been very happy. It's not super precise with like what is considered, I guess, the best Dragon Warrior decks. Elise is obviously phenomenal. Like if you're not playing Elise and Ziliax, it makes it harder when you're playing against decks that are playing Elise and Ziliax. The Wisp is questionable. I am very aware. But I do like it a lot more than Fire Rock. I think Fire Rock is a great card. I'm normally not a fan of casting random spells, but he's like the only exception I have. But a lot of times it just sits in my hand, and it was like, 1 out of 10 games or something that I would end up playing him. So I think the Wisp just gives you a little bit of extra early aggression sometimes, and it doesn't really, like, you can just throw it out there. It's not just taking up space in your hand. So against a Warlock, what am I trying to do here? I almost always like keeping Elise, but I'm trying to think of my curve up until there, because I don't want to sit here until turn 3 doing nothing. I'm thinking this might... I could do this. I'm tempted to keep the Portal Vanguard. The Whelp of the Infinite's pretty strong, though. Let's try this. It's probably correct to throw back both of those, but I think it's okay. Drawing a 1-drop here would be amazing. Yes! Better to be lucky than good.
Go on, take a bite.
Alright, let's just bash face. Yeah, I'm very excited for Cataclysm. This new set is going to have some very interesting things for Dragon Warrior and for a bunch of different classes. Interesting. So I think I should play a dragon just because I have the Petal Peddler. I don't think I can justify Precursory Strike either.
Petal perfection.
And as much as I would like to have a dragon on 4, Elise is very strong still. So Wind Peak will be delayed, but I think that's okay. I want to say it's most likely they're playing Rafam, or like some variation of Rafam. Could have Shreds of Time, but I'm doubtful. I don't think they're on Egg, because I don't think Egg plays the Dryad. So I'm pretty sure it's Rafam's. Oh. Okay then. Into another Wind Peak room, wow. Well, yeah, let's run Elise. Elise on 4 is just so strong. It's hard to argue with that play. Eee, these are like the worst options. Spell damage +2 for this is okay, but there's not many spells in the deck. I don't play Shadow Flame Suffusion, so I don't think that's the call. Raptors are decent, but I think 5/5 is probably the way to go, because I can make more peddlers, I can make more whelps.
Petal perfection! Nightmares are never forgotten.
Yeah, this with the +2 attack would have been the best possible, but I'll take it. 5/5 is decent value. And who knows if the armor will come in handy. Ooh, okay.
What pretty petals!
Blaze a trail.
And I don't want to, but I'm very tempted to hit this here so that way I retain both peddlers. It's not the best use of the whelp, though, is the problem. Because for all I know, they're going to drop something bigger and better in the next couple turns. Yeah, that's what my gut's telling me, so I'm going to follow it. But yeah, I've talked a lot on the stream about balancing your logic and your intuition. And obviously when they align, it's the best, because if you can logically think your way through what your gut is telling you... Oh, well, that's annoying. Fine. Well, we got a decent hand, so we can come back from that.
Behave, you rotten drake!
5-mana 5/5 and a 2/2 is not bad. This guy's okay. He would be a 3-mana 2/5 because he doubles his attack from 1 to 2, but yeah, not very good still. The rush is inconsequential. This guy's okay, I guess, but I don't know that I can justify that. Yeah, I think this is best.
What horror will hatch?
Alright, so did play a dragon, so Wind Peak is alive next turn. That'll be great for some reach. Or I could even just... Oh no. Let's see what they drew off that that Dryad. Oh. Interesting to say the least. Well, I think one Wind Peak here is ideal, but the question is what else do I do here?
I wonder...
Celiacs make this a little harder, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to let them gain a little bit more life, sadly.
Dive and destroy!
And I think we'll just make another one of these. I'm not sure there's going to be another good opportunity anytime soon.
Must ye?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right to attack. That's pretty good. Alright, so the reforms are live. It looks like I'm probably taking 7 to the face. Yeah, it kind of sucks to have to use the wind peak on minions, but just seems like the way this is going. Yeah, let's take the 7 to the face. So, not liking how this is turning out. A little low on cards compared to them as well, which isn't great. But Ziliax being out of the way, as well as the Mind Flayer reform, is good. Okay, yeah, Health Drink is a fantastic card. Alright, so that will deal 8... Oh no, it doesn't deal more damage. It'll make an 8/8 with a Rush. So Stonecarver's not bad here, and I can even make a copy of him. I do want to be careful about overextending on the board, though, if they're going to be dealing 8 damage sometime soon. Like, if they have one more consume, then this is just going to go off, and then... or, sorry, not 8 damage. 8/8 with Rush. Yeah, let's run it.
Portions look good. Portions look good.
I think we can justify... Maybe the Omen is the way to go here. Because they play Hellfire and Table Flip. They do also have 2 more health drinks. So we're definitely doing this. Yeah, we're going to do this and see if we can get some gas. That's totally fine. Very down with that. No more consume, no more consume. I assume the health drinks are coming out. Interesting, okay. There it is, okay. That's crazy that they feel like they have to attack Stonecarver. Yeah, that seems a little better. Demolition Renovator? No, okay. Okay, reasonable.
I wonder. to drink?
+4/+5 is usually really strong, so I think that's okay.
A mighty visage. Don't tamper with time.
And I could Dreadwing. I think I'm gonna do this. So now we've got lethal on board, but I assume they're gonna do something. So much card advantage. Good God. There it is. Okay. Annoying, but manageable. Yeah, I thought about dropping the Tormented Dreadwing just because, I mean, one, it's bigger, and two, it draws me more gas, but I think this guy's okay. Question is, how do I sequence this? Because I could drop both these guys. Could be good. I'm definitely smacking them for 10 in the face. I'm curious, Portal Vanguard could give me something relevant.
Step forth into the time ways.
Ooh. I actually really like that. Yeah, that represents a really good threat here. That was excellent draw. There's my dog click-clacking around everywhere.
Victory or death! Victory!
Alright, 10 armor is manageable. I still have lethal, so they gotta do something else.
Together, Rabouts, we will make everyone green.
Oh boy, is this gonna be it? Ah, there we go. So I think I'm doing this. This guy's definitely I'm gonna lose him next turn, almost assuredly. I'm very tempted to just drop my whole hand. I don't think the Stone Carver can be justified, though. Stone Carver pumps this guy, but then he's very obviously gonna get hit by the 5/5, so. Yeah, I like to make sure Stone Carver's giving value that makes sense. Sure, okay. Crushing Slither Drake's good. Aha, very nice. That was well done. But now they're down to 2 cards, which I like. Yeah, I think we just dump our hand.
Proportions look good.
Alright, let's see if we can get there.
Do not ever call me Shining Rabam.
Ooh, very, very, wow. That was rough. Okay. That was brutal. Okay. Well, we're top decking now. Let's see what we can do. We'll give it a turn. I've got some extra armor, so I'm not super concerned. Yeah, that Sea Expanse was brutal. Well, them dealing damage to their own guy means that... Oh, wow! That did not seem like the right play. Okay, then. Huh.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
I'm thinking I take damage to their face here. Because they're at 12 and I have 12 mana? Double Soulfire, that's a kick in the shin. Yeah, sometimes you can get like King Crush or whatever the charge guy is, Leroy, Fireball, all sorts of stuff like that. So I guess there was potential there, but that did not work out well. Double Soulfire. What are the odds of double Soulfire? I don't know that I can justify an Nomelia here. I think I probably wait another turn. Yeah, I think I chill here.
Across every conceivable timeline,
I'm sorry, what? Okay, yeah. What are you gonna do? That was Time Thief for Farm? Oh my god. Alright, so we lost the win streak, 3-1. That was nuts. So I probably should have been a little bit more careful with how I threw guys on the board. I figured dumping my hand there would give me the most chance to kind of push through and win, but Ceaseless Expanse is a very good card. That's, yeah, to be fair, I should have been playing around it. But, good God. And to lose like that, come on now. Destroy the enemy hero? Excuse me? Alright, so let's work back up to a win streak. If this game will ever load. Just thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Yeah, in my experience, when it takes this long, it is stuck. Yeah. Alright, so that means I'm gonna have to restart the Hearthstones, enjoy my background in the meantime.
come on in. You're gonna be excited to see who's here.
Alright, and we're back. There we go. Alright, what are the achievements? What do we got? Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been wondering how good this guy is. Randomly destroy another minion and repeat for each dragon you're holding. I don't know if that's worthy of playing in Dragon Warrior, but I've been curious. Alright, let's get back to that win streak. And another Legend Run tip is usually best to stick with a deck. It'd be better to take a bunch of time and really figure out the right deck that you want to play instead of bouncing around between a bunch of different decks.
Versus Arthas.
I think a lot of people bounce around. They're like, oh no, this deck has a bad matchup here, or oh, you know, and then rage quit something, play another deck, do worse. And I think it's easier to go on tilt. It's easier to just have a rough time. When you consistently play a deck, you can get real good at it. I think this is the way to go. I like having Wind Peak on curve, especially against Death Knight. But I don't know that I can justify this here. Interesting hand. Not very good. Can I get a dragon? Show me a dragon. Oi, that's rough. Well, let's run it. Really need a dragon off the top of the deck here. Oi, that's rough. Okay. And this is one of the downsides of not playing like Fire Rock and Stadium Announcers. Sometimes it gets a little tight on the dragon count. I think last time I checked there's 13 dragons in this deck. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 is a reasonable number for dragons.
Behave, you rotten drake!
I mean, it's very hard to argue with +4, +5 at this stage of the game. But I think next turn I'm probably going to play this. And they're going to be about the same. 7, 8 versus a 6, 9. This guy seems okay, actually. Destroy a minion, location, and weapon could be very handy later. Plus charge is fantastic. Yeah, I think this is technically the correct play, but I'm going to take the Crumble Crusher. Yeah, I think the charge is very helpful. It'll come out of nowhere. It's essentially like playing Gromosh. And the only card I will normally choose over Elise is Prescient Slitherdrake. Yeah, 4 mana, 6/9. Pretty good. Who would have thought?
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Pretty sure I have to play Elise next turn, though. That's very hard to pass up that value. Oh, wow. Well, it's also very hard to pass up the value of double Slitherdrake.
Who could put a price on such powerful
Pretty good. Thankfully, none of them can actually target the Slitherdrake because of the elusive. I'm still baffled they gave it elusive. Just cheaper and super good. Yeah, Amulet of Strides is great.
Hang 10, or however many you got.
Okay, so this is great. Let's see, got a math. Elise is fantastic. That leaves me 2 mana afterwards. I think Amulet and Broodkeeper are the plays here. Let's see what we get off of Amulet. Sure. Yeah, can't attack is totally fine.
What horror will hatch?
I remember this place
I'm
well.
hoping I'm not overextending here, but this is a really good opportunity, in my opinion, to really push. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so lethal on board, plus Terror Run with the pump effect, and a rush guy, or a charge guy in hand, so this could be good. So let's see, I got 17, and I think this just does it. I mean, I guess this guy does it too, but let's make another 5/5. Oh, boom. Alright, 4/1. Alright, silver 6. So far doing alright. 80-20 in win rate. Only 5 games, obviously, but doing pretty good.
Versus the
This is a good mix of heroes, too. I'm very glad I'm not just playing against the same stuff over and over.
Now you're sailing on my seas.
Alright, not a bad hand. Ziliax is a little premature, but that's fine. Of course. Well, that's a little annoying.
Surprise detected.
So if I play Gift Wrap Whelp, they're just going to attack here and take him out. Not great. I guess it's better than hitting my face.
I must choose.
Yeah, let's go for it. Alright, not bad. Very tempted to whelp.
What now?
Yeah, Stonecarver and Petal Peddler just seem very wrong here. Oh boy, please no dubious purchase. Ah, fine. Alright, pretty good start for them.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Alright, so this is pretty rough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just got a pass here. This is an awkward position for me. Yo. Alright, Rogue's doing rogue things.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
Error alert.
Whelp of the Infinite seems okay here. The lifesteal is helpful at least. Slither Drake will basically cost 2 for a 4/9.
What now?
I feel like the lifesteal is really worth considering here, though. Yeah, I think the Slither Drake was probably the objectionably best play. But I think I really need the best chance to survive until I get to Ziliax, and I think the lifesteal on the Whelp is probably that chance. Okay, so Sanguine Depths isn't bad. That at least takes 3 damage away over there, but they've got 9 attack.
Surprise detected!
I think this is the best route to go here. Of course they have another flashback. Well, I think Nomelia is going to be decent, but still in a pretty rough spot. Okay, Wind Peak's also helpful.
Above average greatness.
What to do here? It's always funny to me when people emote like this. It's like, we get it, dude. You want to win. Calm yourself.
I wonder.
So I can gain 4, go to 8. They'll have 11 attack left. I can go to 13 and take out something with this. Yeah, I think this is probably better than Nomelia. So they need to find 4 damage if they're going to take me out. Cool. Even better. Wow, that's just rude.
Just for me.
Alright, so Rogue's doing rogue things. It's kind of hard to be mad at it. That's the way it goes. Yeah, the quality of Rogue matchups are normally dependent on the quality of their hero power, so they're getting a little lucky there. They also had a great start with flashback and everything. Yeah, the flashback and then the dubious purchase was pretty dope. It's very good for them. Let's see what Dark Rider gives me, I guess. There's not really a lot that can save me here. A taunt minion would be helpful, I suppose, but...
What now?
yeah, Nomelia's nowhere near being good enough.
Behave, you rotten drake!
Wow, Dracorex is amazing, but not... ugh. It's one turn too early, I guess. So I get this, I can do this. Yeah, looks like they just got me. That's the way it goes. Let's let them emote to their heart's content. Error alert. I can't tell if they're messing with me or if they're really not there. There we go. I'm not gonna sit here and wait while they do other stuff. Error alert? No more emotes? Come on now. How are you how are you gonna talk all that smack and then be quiet? Alright, 4-2. Still doing okay. Yeah, Dragon Warrior does have its weak mashups. Death Knight being one. Thankfully we got them though. So, yeah, and Rogue I think is kind of a toss-up. The way that worked out was not ideal. This is a perfect mix of heroes so far. No repeats at all yet.
Now you're sailing on my sea.
Yeah, excellent hand. Just very hard to do anything but win with this. And a 3-drop, even better. Got a whole curve.
What pretty petals!
Pretty good.
Petal perfection!
Ah, there's the chalice. And coin chalice, okay. Well, let's just do this then. Let's see you do something with that. Wait, that was discover a spell, repeat until you see one for the second time. That's right, okay. That's a really good card. Basically, just triggers their whole quest on one card. Oh, okay, they didn't get there. Ooh, that's a spicy draw. I like that a lot. Yeah, all you need against Mage or Druid is just a pretty standard aggressive draw. Slither Drake, some 1-drops, and then follow up with a Wind Peak Worm. You're usually in a great position. Alright. Okay then. So what do we got? 8. This will be 13. Yeah, that's it. That is all you need. Alright, 5-2. Yeah, not a big deal to be losing games at this point, because every win is 8 stars, and every loss is -1 star, so... Can't be mad at it. Yeah, this is part 1 of the Legend run. Doing okay so far. I always like to keep track of how many games I play, how many hours it took, all that type of stuff. The last couple of months I've done it right immediately at the beginning of the season. And it was a little bit harder than this, I think. I'm actually going to throw Portal Vanguard back. Getting a Peddler here would be amazing. Okay, Whelp's not bad, I guess. Wow. Let's start with Dark Rider. This doesn't draw anything. This guy's okay, actually. It'd be a 6 mana 4/6. Rush elusive, only 1 damage at a time. That seems okay. I don't love it, but I think it's fine. And let's just get all of the things out there.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Wow, alright, they got me. And prep into... Eat the Imp. Wow.
Smart move.
Alright, sure, 6/2. Alright, that looked like it was probably some version of Psycho Rogue. And they did not like their draw, which is totally fine. Alright, silver 1 after 8 games. Pretty good. In the first little run of games, I usually like to try to get to about gold or maybe platinum. It's usually not too hard when you have the full bonus stars. Every like 5 ranks, they take away 1 bonus star, so down to 7 now, and once I get into gold 10, then it'll bring it down to 6. But if I can make this a win streak, that'll push me even farther ahead.
Garrosh versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
Now you're sailing on my sea.
Pretty awkward hand here. So if this rogue player goes like coin or prep into flashback, this is very awkward. I think I can only justify keeping 1 of these. This is such a good card, though. I love having 2 of them. If I had the coin, ooh, that's rough. If I had the coin, then I'd probably keep both, because then I can go turn 3 and turn 4, which is really strong. But going first, I don't think I could justify it, so here we are.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
What horror will hatch?
I would really like to draw something I can play next turn. Because any lapse in momentum for Dragon Warrior can be pretty bad. So if I don't have a very good play next turn, and I can't keep putting pressure on them, then things are going to get a little harder. Even though I do have the Slither Drake on 4, that gives them more time. That's okay, I guess. I'm not happy about it, but I'll play it. Don't do it. Ah, fine. Alright. Yeah, this is that lapse in momentum. So the problem with Slither Drake here is that they could Dubious Purchase, which would be very brutal. But I think it's worth the risk. That's one of the benefits, too, of trying the Peddler last turn, is if that survived, then that makes Dubious Purchase a 50-50 for the Slither Drake. Yeah, we'll chill here. Yeah, I think my favorite version of Dragon Warrior is the Curator version. I don't think it's objectively the best version, but it's a lot of fun. I love Curator. I will force Curator in every deck I possibly can. I love when you can get Plucky Paint Fin off of him, because Plucky draws something else like Ziliax or Nomelia. Ooh, Treasure Hunter's pretty good. Yeah, Treasure Hunter can be very backbreaking. This card is so powerful. Dude! At least it's a 3/4, but still. How rude. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna see what we draw for this first. Okay, that's not bad.
Avast ye!
So there's a couple ways to play this. I kind of want a Stone Carver, and if I Stone Carver, I can pump this guy, and then I'll deal 8 this turn, and then it'll go to a 10/10 the following turn. I can also poke the Stone Carver with this, and then make it a 5/5 and swing for 6 this turn. That kind of spreads the power around, which I don't hate. Dream Planner is a little tempting also, though, because it gives me some tools to be able to deal with their battlefield. I'm gonna run this, though. I think it's the most explosivity. And could have dropped the Whelp. Whelp would have pumped Dracorex, but I'm gonna try to represent more cards in my hand here.
Get out of our nest!
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. Another Slither Drake is nice. Okay. I think Dream Planner is the way to go, though. That could give me a something to deal with this. So at the start of your turn, you reform it with any beetles. So if I just attack this, he gets 7 beetles, start of his turn, it reforms back into a 7/7, and just keeps repeating that. I guess I attack one of them with this, and so it's a 6/6, but still. Pretty rough. So I think this is the play.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
Holy Nova and Consecration. Oh, well in that case, we're definitely going to do this. And let's do this so that Stonecarver pumps himself. And then get rid of the rest. Way better. Way better. And in 2 turns I'll have Dracorex to follow up with, so that'll be very helpful, assuming they put together a board by then.
Everything's set to explode.
Sure. So I think I'm going to play the Slither Drake first, so that... Oh, okay. So I was going to play the Slither Drake and then the Whelp, because then the Whelp would definitely pump Dracorex, which I think is a little bit more valuable with 1 extra attack than the Slither Drake. But it could hit the Wind Peak here, which is fine, but...
I wonder.
Dracorax? Nice.
Mighty visage. More wishes? No way.
This is just minions? Yeah, that's 2 damage to all enemy minions, not characters. But that could be useful. Please don't get my Ziliax. I mean, I guess probably won't be too difficult to handle that. Alright, Nomelia is pretty good too. Alright. Sure thing. Sure thing. Yeah, that's the way to go. I think the Dream Planner is the correct target here. Oh well. That works for me. So they're at 9. Looks like I got them with Wind Peak if they don't have anything else. I guess they're going to try and get something good off their hero power. Yeah, they're trying desperately.
Proportions look.
Yeah, totally cool. Got him.
A mighty visage. You really put the old heel.
Alright, so that's going to be it for part 1 of the Legend Run. So 7-2 after 9 games is pretty decent. What's that get me up to? And the win streak, let's go. So I get to start the next video, part 2 of the Legend Run, with a win streak. But got up to gold 6. That's actually not awful at all. Yeah, definitely like smash the like button and all those things that I like to make fun of because it sounds silly when content creators do them. But if you're already following, big thank you. I appreciate you guys. And all the likes, comments, and follows make a big difference for the channel. So if you're already following and want to help out the channel, drop a comment. I respond to every single comment, the nice ones and the mean ones. So do whatever you want. But I always like to talk shop. So if you have any insights about Hearthstone, or if you just want to talk random nonsense that I mentioned in the video, by all means. But thanks for everybody watching. Appreciate you guys. Catch it on part 2 of the Legend Run. Later.